Hey, Peace Hop Sauce coming at you right now. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, XRP isn't just sitting there doing nothing. It looks like it. Okay, it does seem like it. People are watching, trust me on this one. Because I just went back on TradingView and I looked at the chart and it's showing last spring. Very similar situation, people. Last spring, it was boring. We're just sitting here moving in this trading range. Last spring it was like 172 to 180. This spring we're lower than that. We're 142 to 150. It's a very similar pattern. It seems boring, like nothing's going on. But then what happened? Summer hit in July. Huge green candle days. That's when we saw that double pump up to 360 something. Was it 364, 365 was the all-time high. I feel like we're doing that again, okay? So I think a lot of people are missing this. You just go to the charts, look at some of the technicals. It will help you. It feels a lot similar to last spring. This is when retail investors are missing out. They're all bummed out. Look, it's boring, people. I'm not disagreeing with that. It's boring just sitting here and waiting to see the Clarity Act and this whole thing. But what you got to remember, institutions are positioning themselves. And you can kind of see it. That is the narrative that's going on right now. Look, institutions, they do wait for clarity. And they're waiting for this structure. And that's the inside word. So the environment that makes sense before committing capital is boring. That's what I want to share. That's what I've learned. That's what I'm bringing to you today. That's when I started making money, is when I started to not react when things are boring. That happened last time around. Okay, we sat there and it was like, everybody gets bummed out, man. What's this market doing? It's a scam, you know, XRP sucks, this pump and dump, this whole thing. It feels very similar to last time around like this when people made a lot of money. So I want to share that once again. So I always keep a couple notes. I've learned that. I was a high school teacher. I could sit up here and blab for years and just for hours and hours on end. And you know, I get this, my head keeps going and it jumps to another bullet points, but I'm keeping some notes here so we can stay with it. So regulation doesn't just affect price, okay? It's going to determine who's allowed to play the game. That's what we're seeing here. And honestly, I don't know if the Clarity Act is going to pass, because as we speak right now, remember, if you are in cryptocurrency, remember, we don't need the Clarity Act to pass, because you can already sit there and earn yield. If you got your USDC sitting there in Coinbase, you can earn a yield right now. I'm in a couple other pools. I'm not going to mention them. Okay, Edge is one of them. It's a meme coin. Actually, it's not a meme coin. It's the definitive.io coin. It's their native token on that completely decentralized, not completely decentralized, almost completely decentralized exchange. Definitive.io. I think I do have a link in the description there as well. It's a great trading platform. You know, you can't attach a bank account. That's the difference. You have to move tokens into the exchange and then do movements from there. But I'm in a pool on that anyway, earning yield. So right as we speak, we are able to earn yield in the cryptocurrency market, just like banks almost. And that's what the banks are fighting against. So keep that in mind. So when you look at XRP right now, people, look, it's not just some weird sideways movement that's random. It's a sign that the markets are waiting for some kind of confirmation to pump, to make a move. And it could go lower. I want you to be aware of that. It could go lower. So this is why I focus more on the structure, the levels, the way that things are moving. That's why I did historical research. I went back and looked at the charts that are very similar to the last spring, and then it took off. Just be aware of that. Now, you got to watch the money as well. Watching the money. is also a good thing. People out here riding bikes, I like that. I'm a cyclist myself. I'm more of a mountain biker, but my wife was a competing road bike. She did the criterium and stuff like that. I got into road biking. I used to think those guys were, what's he? Commendable. You road bikers, man, you guys are awesome. It's unbelievable. So look, if you're tracking this stuff yourself, okay, I use TradingView. It's the best platform that I have found because it really, it's diverse. It's easy to use, user friendly, and it's versatile. So you can make colors and different things on there. So anyway, I'll put a link in the description there because once things get a little more clear, these moves are explosive, y'all. You've seen it. If you're in crypto, the stock market does it too. Don't kid yourself. I'll show you 100 stocks that pump just as hard as crypto under the right conditions and things like this. I've seen it, man. And so it happens fast. It might look like nothing's going on, but this feeling that I'm having right now is usually when things explode. And like I said, I have been in position and then I haven't been in position these last couple rounds here since 2020. This feels very similar to a huge pump. Wanted to share that with you guys. Look who's coming down the street right here. Hey, look at this big thing. Crypto Hop signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Enjoy your day. Go make some money.